Abhilash Soman, you are a yoga master and a wellness coach. Welcome.
Yeah.
So, I'd love to start with your personal journey first because I'm kind of curious. You've been in the space for about 17 years now. You also have a hospitality background. And so I'm wondering,
Correct.
was there a moment in your life that really pulled you from wherever you were at that time, 17 years ago, maybe 18 years ago, to this path?
Right.
What is the reason that
I,
you are on this path now?
I did hotel management from Kovalam. I is in Kovalam, and started my journey as a chef with overall group of hotels. I was enjoying my job. Like I'm getting good feedback. Everything was going on. But end of the day, I was not happy. I was not happy at the end of the day. So initially, I thought, okay, we were enjoying at the college. Suddenly, we are in the industry and we are inside a a place for 8, maybe 10 to 12 hours, and so that may be the reason. So I was just pushing off, and even after 3.5 years also, I felt the same thing. Then I said, okay, this I can't go like this. Maybe something else, and also I with the help of one of our faculty, Mr. Shogvidi, I got an opportunity to work with a hotel management institute with Mr. Thomas Chacko as a principal there. Then again, I was enjoying my like the placement and training, the opportunity or the extra opportunity they give us. But after 1 year, I was just boring about the academies and all. So I was a cricketer at that time. I got a lot of time in the evening, so I started practicing again. I started playing for as a club cricketer and got an opportunity to play in the A Division League in Kerala. Uh, and that time I got an injury and on my shoulder, and my physio asked me to learn yoga to recover. In my mind, yoga, I've seen in my, I'm born and brought up in Kovalam, I've seen most of the foreigners carrying yoga mat, and I thought that this is something specially for them. That was my perception about yoga. Then suddenly he said, okay, Avi, you should, because my shoulders and my wrists need some extra strengthening process. And so I went to learn yoga. My entire thing to focus on my shoulder and wrist so that I can come back and get into my game quickly. So I went and everything was like my strengthened, the shoulder and wrist was strengthened. I came back, I started playing. One day in my college, I was sitting and all of my colleagues were coming and asking me, Abhi, what happened? What happened? He said, what? No, your eyes are looking very reddish. And I said, is it? Uh, I was very short-tempered actually. In my college, also there are a lot of bad memories as a student. Even in my college days in IHM, university college, in school days and all, because very short-tempered person. Even on the cricket ground also. So I feeling some suffocation also. So suddenly, all of my colleagues asked to consult a doctor because we have a doctor at the campus also every Friday and Wednesday. That was a Wednesday. I went and straight away this lady checked my blood pressure and she was writing something. And I said, ma'am, what are you doing? What are you writing? Sir, you have to start medicine very quickly because your blood pressure is on the verge. I said, what? That time I was just 27 or 28. I said, what? Now I have to start the medicine for BP. And I said, no, you just give me 2 weeks time. I'll get back to you. Because when I was learning yoga, my teacher used to tell about the benefits of yoga, like yoga is good for diabetes, blood pressure, all this. So that time I didn't give any attention to that. So on that particular evening, I called my teacher and said, teacher, I would love to meet you very soon, maybe today if it's possible. She said, you come. And I told her the thing, and she asked me to practice certain things, and she asked me to practice every day. For the next 2 weeks, I practiced whatever she said, breathing exercise, asanas, whatever. And after 2 weeks, I went to the same doctor and checked, and even the doctor's son. And she said, what medicine you had? I said, what happened? No, no, your BP is normal. Normal means it is normal, very normal. So that that was a revelation. Actually, that changed the entire perspective on me regarding yoga. I said, yoga can do all these things. It is not an exercise then. Then I never stopped practicing every day. It was become little obsessiveness in the practice every day. When I travel also, then I started asking my friends and all. I said, see, yoga, if you practice yoga, it is good for your health, physically and mentally. And then one of my friends asked me, Abhi, why can't you become a teacher? Then you can teach everyone. I said, teaching? I never thought about becoming a teacher. Then I thought, okay, let's see. I went and spoke to Mrs. Thomas Jaku, my principal. He said, okay, it is something related to academics only, higher studies only. Let me check with the management. I don't know how lucky I am. The management agreed to go for a teacher's training course in yoga. I never expected a private college will give me the permission to do that. But because of I don't know the influence of Mr. Chaku and the way I was working, because I was taking care of the placement and training. We have that time we had 100% placement, and so everyone was happy with the way I was working and all. So I became a teacher. Then I started teaching my own students there in Lut Mada Institute of Hotel Management. Then got an opportunity to train few foreigners. The opportunity is given by a Ayurvedic doctor here in Kovalam. The comments they have given me was like, even the doctor was friend and they were asking that how long you are teaching and all. So I'm just started as a teacher. Then they said, no, no, we practice yoga the way you teach is it's a very tenured teacher. How a tenured teacher teach. That's the way you're teaching. You're very composed and you have knowledge also. So that again on those time I realized that the happiness after end of the session and the feedback when I hear from the participant, the happiness I got in me, I haven't got that kind of happiness in any of my jobs what I did in the past, even in the hotel, even as a teacher in hotel management. Then I say, how can I become a full-time teacher, yoga teacher? So then the preparation start, a lot of things, and also I was doing part time initially, morning and evening. I do training. I rented out a small place here in Kovalam. Then in 2018, uh, I felt okay. This is something I have to end my career as a faculty in a college. And maybe initially, whatever you do, some struggle will be there. I know that this is the right time. I can't wait more. Okay, if it is challenging, let it be this time as I'll take it as a challenge. And 18, I left Loot Mother and then become a full-time yoga teacher. COVID came. COVID. I was there moving further and further. Suddenly, the COVID came. I thought, okay, my God, this is going to ruin my career as a yoga teacher and what I will do. So one of my friends from Bangalore, she's into the technology and also she was asking maybe try Zoom. So because I was asking her to for a platform which I can take online sessions because many foreigners were asking me online sessions, those kinds of, but I was not at all interested with online sessions. I said, no, no, I can't do online sessions. But the time the COVID came, just before COVID only, I tested Zoom. So during COVID, I just passed a message to more my students and who have attended my sessions and all. And many people joined, maybe 6 to 7 people joined in the beginning. Then it progressed, and even I started teaching from different time zones, like morning, maybe Thailand, Japan, Indonesia, then India, then UK, the European countries, few people joined, then US and Canada. And even COVID time, I don't know how many classes I took. Even my wife used to Yes, sir, a food or some drink on the corn so that in the break I can have it. That was a, because this is something I dreamed, and so I whoever is wanted to attend my classes, even I find time for them. Now those the COVID time. So that's how now I think if you check in Google, I am one of the highly rated yoga trainer in India. Nobody has such ratings in India. Like I at around 700 and 8 or 9, 10 reviews, 5-star reviews in Google. So now, now also online, I'm taking different from different time zones. Again, it's happening different time zones. And now I built my own studio on top of my house, and last year was the inauguration of the studio. So this is the second year, but many new people arrived, and I got the opportunity to train them and transform certain people, and so enjoying, absolutely enjoying.
That's a beautiful story that you just shared, starting with being a hot tempered young man, angry Amitabh Bachchan type of person, I guess. And then,
I was,
right? Like,
I was.
very achievement oriented, very results oriented. And then, you got into the Oberoi group and you were doing fine, or so you thought. And then, that small sense of dissatisfaction or the beginning signs of,
Yeah.
and then, your journey through discovering through your own experiences how important it was to connect to your body and, yoga as the path to do that. And also your mission and purpose. That's what I am hearing from the things that you shared. How much, you love the results that you create in your clients' lives. But it started with your own experience. It's a lived experience that
Absolutely.
you had. So let's bring that to what a lot of people experience on a day to day basis. So, this fight or flight, you were talking about your high blood pressure, but for a lot of people, before it becomes high blood pressure that is diagnosed in a doctor's office, they have multiple moments when they feel triggered, they feel overwhelmed, and they're constantly in fight or flight in a high cortisol state, and they may not even recognize it. It's kind of normalized for them, right? So, with
Correct.
your experience, both personally and as a yoga instructor, and everything else that you are also certified in. I think you're certified in NLP too, I think. So, what
One.
would you suggest to them? What's something that someone can do when they see themselves, like when they kind of recognize, okay, something's going on, they don't really know. But before they go to the doctor's office and get that, diagnosis, or a friend has to say your eyes are red or you have to go to a doctor, what can someone do today to reconnect with themselves and come back to a state of grounded centeredness?
People nowadays, I'm teaching some of the companies in Technopark also because people are highly stressed. Stress is one thing is causing a lot of challenges in their mental and physical health. So first of all, they have to maintain the brain waves. Actually, I always say because people don't have enough time to do all the asanas. People because we have to make them aware that what yoga can bring in the table. And people suddenly yoga means they just see different sophisticated asanas. They say, oh my god, if I go for the session, he might be asking me to do this that. So some people who never have done yoga also they have misconception. They pass that misconception to other people also. So that is one thing. And I always suggest to people to breathe proper. First thing is breathing. Breathe, and if you can maintain the alpha level. Because when you are in beta high, you are anxious, you get angry very quickly, and overthinking, you can't stop overthinking, and you will not get sleep also. So once the brainwaves comes to alpha or beta low also, it is fine. It is a very good state of mind. First thing I said is breathe normally, like see the diaphragm is working. You're doing breathing with the diaphragm. Then Brahmari. Brahmari is or we breathing is one breathing. I suggest everyone, even if you are in any kind of chaos or any kind of stress, you are anxious, you are angry, whatever. 2 minutes or 3 minutes time and do Brahmari 10 times and keep the eyes closed and you just focus on your breath. for another maybe 15 seconds or 30 seconds or even 1 minute. Then open your eyes and sleep.
Is that something we
Absolutely,
can
there is
try
no
today?
problem.
Like, would you be willing?
Yeah, of course.
Are there any conditions to doing Brahmari? Do you have to have an empty
Nothing,
stomach? Or,
nothing. We
okay.
can nothing. We can do anytime. The best thing about Brahmari is anytime you can do it. Wherever you are sitting. Just with your thumb, you have to close your ears and close your eyes. But theoretically, they say the ring finger will come between your nose and the upper lip. And but I think now it is not required. Only close your eyes and ear. Ears is very important because when you close your ear, the sound will you can hear the vibration inside. Then 10 times you do it. Just close your ears and close your eyes. Then inhale and exhale through the nose. While you exhale, you make the humming sound like like. So inhale, exhale, and make the humming sound like.
So let me see if I can do it. So I know that
No,
you use the flap that part, right?
Yeah, inside also you can.
Oh, you can put inside also.
Because
Right now I have earphones, but yeah, okay.
you can remove the earphone for maybe and you do 10 times and see
Yeah.
the difference. Close your eyes and do 10 times.
You want me to do it now? Okay. Why not? Okay.
Yeah, please.
So I'm closing my ears now.
Yeah. Eyes,
And
inhale through the nose.
closing my eyes. Ring finger here, or I'll just close my eyes. Okay. I've seen my father doing this. Sorry, yeah. So
Just
how
keep
was
your
that?
eyes closed. You just keep your eyes closed and focus completely on your own breathing. Focus on your inhalation and exhalation and bring some happiness on your face. As happiness. That's right. Then slowly open your eyes with that happiness. And tell me now how you feel.
I don't know. I'm smiling. So I think there is that little boost of positivity more. And I feel like my breathing got deeper and more, steady while I was doing it. And I enjoyed the experience. Like, that feeling of vibration within my skull or brain area. I liked that. It felt soothing.
We can see within minutes, the person will get relaxed. Actually, you were telling something about your father.
Yeah, I've seen my father. My father and mother, they learned yoga in their 60s or maybe early 70s. And so I've seen them doing it. I also did it for a short time, yoga, but I don't think I practiced it much here. But I learned from a teacher there for about a month and a half too. And yeah, so, it just occurred to me that one of the things you mentioned is how, we look at people who are visitors from abroad coming to Kovalam and we see them doing seriously massage and yoga and all these things. And we are like, oh, that's for them. This is not for us. And like, we see ourselves as coming from a different, right, planet or something. So yeah, I love everything that you shared and this particular thing. And I'm sure it's going to help people when they try it. Is there a recommendation so you asked me to do it 10 times. Obviously we are on camera and we are in a
Yeah, 10 times. Why something I'm telling because people when they do like this, if they are not used to because their deltoid and the triceps will not be that strong enough. So more than 10, they feel heavy and they feel pain on the shoulders and all.
right.
So that's why I asked them to do it 10 times. Then again, take a break and do 10 times again. If somebody can do it for 20 or 30 times in one go, absolutely fine.
Right. I think that's a great tool that you just gave people who are watching.
And it's very simple and it is very powerful because I tried, especially when I go to meet the techies because they are stressed on me. When we trigger the unconscious or the mind, rest of the things will flow easy. It is easy. If their mind is not clear or stressed, the body will be very much stressed only and stiff only.
Hmm.
So that is my weapon, initial weapon.
That's beautiful. And it is the most fundamental aspect of our existence, our breath. Something that we have from
most of the people, for me as a teacher, not last 17 years, if I If I gauge around 100 people, 97 to 98 people don't know how to breathe.
Mm.
2% know because they might have somebody might have told you, and otherwise they might have learned you. That's the thing. Others think that they are doing perfectly all right, but they are not using their diaphragm properly. Yeah.
And so, can you quickly just cover what happens to in our brain waves or in our body? What happens when we go from the shallow breathing or whatever kind of breathing that we are used
See,
to
when
deep
we when
diaphragmatic?
we when we do diaphragmatic breathing, the parasympathetic system relaxes very quickly. And one thing is the diaphragm is the extension of your lungs, which can absorb the stress and can diffuse. When you exhale, in our college, no, even before the mock interview and all, our teachers now, for me, Nirmala ma'am is always say before getting into the interview, you take a couple of breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So that time I didn't realize what exactly it is, but we relaxed. But now I understood what is going to happen or what happened when we do that. The parasympathetic system, that means your entire muscular and your nerve system is relaxing within a fraction of seconds.
That's beautiful. So I have seen you share videos and examples of people coming in and staying with you. I'm not sure the length of the period, maybe 10 days, maybe 50 days. And then they are attempting somewhat challenging poses like a headstand or the crow pose or poses that require a lot of, I would say, stability and balance. So what is it that you use, or is it the student bringing in something, or is it that you train them? Like, what is required for someone like me? I've never done a headstand. What would it take for me?
People have fear. Between you and the asana is only one thing is between, that is fear. Most of the people in this world having fear, that fear is not allowing them to achieve anything or whatever they want in their life. Because the fear can be a childhood trauma, or maybe somebody may told them, okay, don't do that. Like one thing is the parents. So that is the reason why they are not, because they are capable. Every human being, according to me, everyone is capable. Like you might have seen last year, there is a lady who came from Finland. She was 69 years old, 69, 68. Now she's 69. So she comes for practice. She was here for around 3 months, and we did a program and she came. The other people, there are few other foreign ladies. They were very flexible and they were doing Hessan. No? So this lady used to look at them, and I saw her become little sad because she can't. She thinks that, oh my God, they are doing it. I can't do it. I saw it, but I didn't ask anything that particular moment. But after the program, I know that she's coming regularly on a particular time in the morning. So I one day I asked her, "Do you have anything in your mind which you want to try or want to do it, anything like that?" She said, "No, Abhi, I don't have anything." Then I asked her, "Do you want to do exercise?" Then suddenly the spark, I see the eyes lit up. I said, "Abhi, is it possible for me?" I said, "Possible or not possible? That is a different thing. Do you want to do it or not? You tell me." He said, "Of course I want to do. I really want to do it." I said, "Are you ready? If I prepare you, are you ready? It will take some time, but are you ready?" Yeah, yeah, of course. From the basics, from strengthening the tricep, bicep, shoulders, and because the fear is one thing. Initially, we all did all these things. For the first attempt, she was shivering. I said, you don't worry, you will not fall down because I'm here. The last 17 years, nobody else fell. I never allowed anybody to fall down if I'm standing here. Don't worry. Try. Initially, I can, when I touch the body, I understand whether she is having a fear or not.
Yeah. The
Attempted,
body never
attempted,
lies,
and
right?
yeah, attempted initially. Then she know that anyway, Abhi is there. I will not fall. Then halfway, she started doing with her own way halfway. Maybe the next half was the challenge. Then at last, without my help, this 68-year-old lady did the headstand. And she was the happiness. I don't know how can I explain that happiness in her space and even my happiness. I always say age is just a number, just a number. She took it, and this year, what happened is there's a 74-year lady from France. She came last year with the other lady, which I was talking about. This French lady was her friend only. She came last year and took 3 sessions and went. This time she came for 15 days and said, let me see, and I'll take 1 or 2 sessions. But she did seven. She came regularly for 15 days.
Mm.
And this lady, with my help, she started doing headstand. She told me, I want to do headstand because if that 68-year-old, my friend can do, it is possible for me. Everyone was stunned and we started and everyone was happy. Is it part? I said, no, she wanted to do. I'm there to help. On the first attempt, with my help, she stood and came back with me. On second day also. Third day, she stood there for 5 minutes. Can you believe it? Without any help. I just stand on the side. This lady stood there and I have the video, 5 minutes video I have. And the happiness again.
That's
And
beautiful.
rest of the particles is like very sad because in one lady is a yoga teacher. After COVID, she became a little weaker and she couldn't do yoga, and she was coming back to her rhythm. And she was doing 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Then suddenly, lady 74 years came, stood there for 5 minutes. It's standing. I never expect that to happen. So that is one thing, the fear. This French lady doesn't have any fear because she's living in a very, I think she's in an outskirt in a farmhouse
Yeah.
with her husband and with her dogs, and nobody is there. So she understands why she's normally seeing wild animals also. She doesn't have that fear. That is the only one factor she could do it. So I tell everyone, if you want to try something different, people straight away say, no, no, no. I will never ask them to do it because they are not ready.
Yeah. Okay.
If somebody trusts me and they said, yes, I want to try, then I give my 100%. Then it's a challenge and I love challenges.